Now pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the Jada Toys Chester Cheetah. Now here's the box. Here's the side of the box with the figure on it. Some artwork on the back, which is great. And here are your nutritional facts, quote unquote, for the figure. All right, and then of course open this up and it has the nice magnetic opening. And of course you have a picture of Chester Cheetah right here, which is some beautiful artwork done. And then you have Chester Cheetah himself. Let's get this guy out of the box. Let's take a look at this figure. Let's talk about this guy and the accessories that he comes with. All right, so now that we have Chester Cheetah out of the box, I just have to say, wow. I mean, I'm really impressed because let me tell you, I got my granddaughter the cereal monsters, all three, the Frankenberry, the Count Chocula, and Boo Berry. And she ended up getting Chester Cheetah for Christmas, and I seen him when she opened him up, and I was like, wow, he's just a cool looking figure. So I had to get my own. So when I went and I got my own, and I actually got him, and I took him out of the box, and I'm actually looking at him here today with you guys, I'm just amazed at what Jada Toys has done, if I can get that out, with this figure. I mean, I'm not into the cereal monsters, but this guy here, he really takes the cake. I mean, I'm telling you, what they've done with the Street Fighter figures and what they're doing with these mascots is absolutely amazing. And looking at this guy, I mean, just look at this guy all the way around. I mean, he is just absolutely gorgeous, right? They've done a beautiful job. You got an articulated tail, you have articulated joints, everything, which we're gonna go over and talk about. But the cool thing about this guy, right, is that he was not the original mascot for Cheetos. There was a mouse back in, that debuted back in 1970, right? 70, 71, somewhere. Yeah, 71, I think it was. If I'm mistaken, somebody let me know in the comments down below. But I believe it was 1971 that this mouse was the mascot for Cheetos. And then he disappeared around, I think 1979, 1980, somewhere around there. And I know Chester Cheetah came out around 1986, somewhere around that time. And then he was also, I do know he was created by a Brad Morgan. That much I do know. But this guy here, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's just beautiful. Look at that sculpt. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. But the cool thing about it is that even though that this guy's, this character was created by, Brad Morgan back in 1986, and he came out on TV and everything, and his slogans were, hey, it's not easy being cheesy, and the cheese that goes crunch eventually. And then at a certain point in time, the commercials weren't exactly the way they are now, right? That we see and we know as far as the normal Chester Cheetah, right? That we see in these commercials where he's just kind of like hanging out with people or telling people to eat the Cheetos and whatever, whatnot. He was actually kind of a goof, right? He was kind of like a Looney Tunes type character that was always trying to steal or eat other people's Cheetos. And yeah, I mean, so that was actually pretty cool until they changed it. I mean, look at this. He has literal, the little paw cushions on the bottom of his shoes. I mean, that's just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I haven't really messed with this guy, so I actually took him out of the box. This is my first time messing with him on camera, and I'm a little bit shy with it right now because of the fact that my joints feel a little stiff, so I'm kind of afraid to really kind of move him around. I mean, he does move. It's just I haven't really taken the time to do so, and I'm trying to do it on camera, so I'm trying to just be very cautious and careful. So if it seems like I'm not really moving him too quickly, it's only because of the fact that I don't know how his articulation actually kind of goes. I mean, they've done a beautiful job with this guy. I mean, look at this. I mean, all the way down to his sneakers. He has cheesy laces. He's got cheese paw print, cheesy marks on his fingers. I mean, the cheese dust on his fingers. I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. And he articulates. I mean, wow. I mean, wow, like just crazy. I mean, not that he does any big, huge kung fu kicks or anything like that, but you can get him to balance out. And I'm just doing a couple poses with this guy. But yeah, the slogans, like the cheese that goes crunch, or It's Not Easy Being Cheesy. That was used all the way up until like 1979. That much I do know. I mean, this guy was pretty cool when I was a kid. When they came out with him, I thought he was cool. It was a funny commercial to watch. He was kind of reminding me of Wile E. Coyote kind of in the commercials. So that was one of the things that I always thought was funny, because he was always getting like trying to eat somebody's Cheetos, and he was always getting like knocked back or whatever the case. But anyway, my point is that with the slogans, I'm sorry, I digress, is that Chester Cheetah, look at that running pose, that's actually pretty cool. His slogan then changed, like, because he used the It's Not Easy Being Cheesy and the cheese that goes crunch all the way up to like around 1997, somewhere around there. I could be wrong, but I do believe that then it was used all the way up until like the 2000s or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool, because then it actually changed, I think in 1997. I could be wrong, so I'm guesstimating here. I believe it changed, like it's dangerously cheesy, the slogan did. But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to give a brief little history on this, because I remember when as a kid, when he first came out, this guy, he doesn't have any really articulated ankle movement, but he is articulated enough to where you can get him into some wacky poses. So anyway, my point being is, this guy has been around for quite a while, since the late 80s, somewhere around there, right? 86, mid 80s, just past mid 80s. But yeah, I mean, what a great character to be brought to life. And I know I'm rambling a little bit for the past 6 minutes here in this video and going over all the stuff that you can really get with this guy as far as articulation, but he is absolutely crazy cool the way he moves and the articulation that you get from him, even though he's kind of single jointed. But it doesn't make a difference, because of the fact that he does move, and I'm just being gentle with him. So he does pose, he does have a lot of charisma, and that's what's cool with this guy. I mean, his whiskers, look at these whiskers. I mean, look at him. That's cool. And he's got his little grinning face on. He's got his sunglasses, his nose, and the paint. The paint on this guy is just immaculate, all the way to his spots. I mean, he has I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but when you actually look at him, he kind of has a little bit of a cheese dust type color on his nose here, that is lighter than the rest of his body. So that's actually pretty cool. And if you look, the cheese dust on his paws, which I pointed out before, but I mean, crazy awesome. Just crazy awesome. I can't say enough good things. Jada Toys is really killing it. And this guy here is just one of the things that, as you can see, proves that they have what it takes to make a simple figure like this, right, just be so awesome. With that being said, guys, let's take a look at the accessories that Chester Cheetah comes with, because I know I was a little bit long with the history of Chester Cheetah there for a second, and how he debuted and all that stuff that he came out with, because I find it to be very interesting, because I remember as a kid when he first came out, like I said before. So enough of that nonsense. Let's take a look at what this guy comes with, and let's get on with this review. First up, we have Chester Cheetah's alternate hands, and same thing, nice little spots, paint. I like the way on this hand here also has the cheese dust on it. So nicely done, very well done. And of course, you already seen the other hands that he comes with, but wonderful job. Next, we have Chester Cheetah's alternate head. And another thing I didn't point out on the other head is, look at the little dots on his nose to make it look like an actual, cheetah's nose. The little sensors that they have on the edge of their nose right there. I mean, that's just amazing. The little spots, the whiskers again that he has right there, the sunglasses. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous that they've done with this figure. And of course, you can see the hole right here where this actually, the other head pops off and then this pegs on, which I'll probably show off before this review is over. Otherwise, I mean, just beautiful work that they have done with such a simple character. And that's what makes me like this line so much, is they're putting a lot of care and detail into the characters. Next we have Chester Cheetah's Cheetos bag, and as we all know, we have seen a bag of Cheetos before, or Cheesy Poofs, and that's just awesome. This thing is actually quite small, and then on the back you have all the nutritionist facts and all that stuff like that, and then of course right here, and then another picture of Chester Cheetah, and he's actually holding a cell phone right there with his own picture on it, so that's actually really cool. I mean, just the detail in that. I mean, I don't know if you can read some of this stuff right there. Pause it and take a look to see what it says. I mean, the other stuff's too small. You might be able to blow it up and look at it, but wow, just cool stuff. Next we have Chester Cheetah's Cheeto, and it looks really close to an actual Cheeto, and I had to break one out. And the bag that I showed off before is exactly what this came out of. It looks exactly the same, so that's actually pretty cool that they went through all that detail. But this is really nice the way they did it. I mean, of course you could tell the difference between the fake and the real, but still, I mean, the thing is just damn close. All right, so now that we've gone over all of Chester Cheetah's accessories and everything that he comes with, I just wanted to put on the alternate hands and the alternate head so you can see what it looks like on him. I mean, this guy balances well considering that he has the tail, he has the big feet, and I do want to let you know that there is a ankle articulation right down in here in the sneaker itself. That's my mistake. It's there, it's slight, but it does work. But here he is holding his accessories, his bag of Cheetos, his one big Cheeto like a club or cane or whatever you want to call it. But there's his Cheeto. Here's his just regular looking face without the cheesy grin that he has on his face. Absolutely fabulous. So let's just get into some comparisons now with some other figures and see how he actually compares. So starting off, we have Raphael from The Last Ronin. Next we have Mutt from G.I. Joe Classified. Next we have SH Figure Arts Yuria from Hell's Paradise. And here's how Chester Cheetah compares to the SH Figure Arts Chainsaw Man's Power. Last but not least, here's how Chester Cheetah compares to Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ryu Player 2. My bad. All right, so now that we've taken a look at the comparisons with this guy, as you can see, he fits into a bunch of different lines. You can have him in anything. You can use him as any type of character. I mean, he's still going to be Chester Cheetah, don't get me wrong, but you can use him in anything. Turtles, Street Fighter, you can use him in Chainsaw Man, you can use him in G.I. Joe, you can probably use him in Transformers, you can use him in Dragon Ball Z, you can use him anywhere. If you want to have an obscure character just to pop in, you want to make him OP, then everybody else, he comes in, just messes everybody up, you can do that. That is the coolest thing about these characters. Now, like I said, I didn't get into the cereal mascots. Like I said, I got those for my granddaughter, and she loves them. She thinks they're the coolest things ever. And of course, she keeps them in the box and whatnot. And if she wants to take them out and play with them, that's her choice too, because they're hers to do so. And they did a phenomenal job with those figures. I'm just not into those. But when I seen Chester Cheetah, I had to pick him up because he's just that cool of a character, man. He is just that cool of a mascot. And he's always going to be the mascot for, you know, Cheetos, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, and he still is to this day. But if this is a figure that you don't care for, and you're not looking to pick up, and this review changes your mind and you actually pick him up because of this review or any other reviews that you see out there, I mean, the figure is definitely worth it. I mean, he's not expensive whatsoever. For $20-something, man, you're not getting ripped off. You're getting a great figure for what the price is, regardless if you like the character, don't like the character, you just want some wacky character on your shelf. This is the guy for you to pick up. If not, that's cool too. Don't pick him up. But I have to say, with the history of this character and how he came to be and how he has changed throughout the years, Jada Toys has captured the image and the essence of this character and has brought him to life. Fabulous artwork, fabulous work here today that you guys are watching. And by all means, don't get me wrong, just because I think this character is awesome and I think Jada Toys is killing it, doesn't mean that everybody else is going to. This is just my opinion on this situation. Look, I spent my money on this, I bought this guy, and I'm not disappointed whatsoever. I have not been disappointed with anything. Now, look, not everything is perfect. you know, when it comes down to certain things. And a lot of people say, hey, Jada Toys. Well, Jada Toys is doing a bang up job, man. They are knocking it out of the park for the price point and the articulation that you're getting with these figures. They might not always be 100% with everything. Paint might be a little off here, paint might be a little bit off there, whatever the case is. But what you're getting for the price point and the articulation is better than what you're getting for some of the other figures that you are paying a lot more money for. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just stating a fact. And the fact of the matter is that these guys are definitely bringing it to the table, and I cannot say that enough. So with enough of my rambling and everything else, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of Chester Cheetah. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you share it. I hope you like it. By all means, leave a comment down below. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that I'm putting up. Like, subscribe. You like the way I did that all backwards. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. Thank you for everybody new that has come to the channel, everybody who's been here since the beginning and supporting us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you guys. Even the people that have left, even the people that, you know, stayed, left, you know, whatever. Thank you. You guys took the time at one point in time to actually check out this channel and watch the videos that I'm putting out. So I really appreciate that. And thank you once again. I can't say that enough to you guys. And this is the reason why I keep doing it, because you guys just are amazing. So thank you so much, guys. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, like I said before, but backwards. And yeah, no matter where you guys are, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.